What's going on, everyone? My name's Dean. Today we're predicting 5 things that are going to happen this AFL season. So of course I know you guys want me to go, Dean, what's going to happen in the ladder? But we'll get to that. That's coming, it's coming Wednesday. Relax, it's coming on Wednesday. That's when I'll tell you who is making the final 10. And that's right, and I say 10 because 10 teams will play in the final series. No, I'm just kidding. I've got no idea. It's gonna be 8, obvious. So without further ado, let's talk about 5 weird things that are probably gonna happen in this AFL season. The first of it being, and I hate to say this, the grand final will be changed to a twilight time slot. So of course this is just a prediction from me, none of this is true, whether it happens or not, I don't know, but I think this is actually going to happen. And I don't think it's going to go down well with anyone. Now, for a couple of years now, I've sort of been on the side of, okay, let's give the Twilight Time slot a crack. Let's give it a try. I'd be okay with that. But since attending the grand final during the day last year, I am a changed man. Why would you change something that is perfect the way it is? And it's perfect for fans, it's perfect for supporters and people at home, because not only can you get up, you enjoy the barbecue lunch with your family, and then you watch the game, and then it finishes, and you can celebrate through the evening. If you change it to a twilight time slot, by the time the game finishes, you're already like over it, because the whole day has just taken a massive toll on you. If you rock up to the MCG at 10 AM in the morning and the game doesn't start till 4:30, what the bloody hell are you meant to do for them? Granted, I did that this year, rocked up at about 9, 10 o'clock, watched a bit of the Fox footy stuff, but then just hit the pub. It's not too early to drink on grand final day, but it would be if it was a 4:30 time slot. It just makes everything all more complicated getting into the city and then whatever. And you're probably thinking, Dean, what about me? I sit at home, I watch the grand final. How is this going to affect me? Well, of course it is. Because for us anyway, what we used to do is, or what we do, is when we have our grand final day party, me and the boys, you know, halftime, we go out for a mini kick. You know, we don't watch the halftime show, I don't really care who's playing. You know, you go out and you have a kick of the footy, and then when the final siren sound and your team isn't in it, so you're not celebrating, that's when you start playing your game of footy. Because it's spring, there's daylight savings, I think, maybe something. And you can go outside while it's still light and have a good solid hour-long session kicking the footy. So to me, it would take that part of the day away. The part of the day where you're just chilling with your mates, the season's over, your game is going on, and it's just like, don't take that away from us, AFL. So yeah, if they do change it to a twilight time slot this year, I've called it already, but I don't want them to. Don't do it, please. The next prediction here is gonna be about the ending of the season. Once again, round 23, we will see a dramatic unlucky loser, like, miss out on the finals. So we saw it with Melbourne this year. Will it be them again this year? Will it be Essendon who misses out? Is it Port Adelaide who finishes in 9th? Does Richmond have a 9th place finish? I don't know. But one team will be very, very disappointed at the end of round 23 because they will miss out on the finals by just a smidgen of percentage. That is right. One team will miss the finals by a percentage. Maybe 2 teams will miss the finals by a percentage. Even last year. Last year, obviously, we saw Melbourne. The year before that, St Kilda. Theoretically, they missed the finals on percentage. I mean, it was like 20%, so it was worth a game. But they still missed the finals on percentage, mate. It will be dramatic. It will be a fitting end to this club's season. And of course, everybody will laugh at them when it occurs. The next prediction this season is that the MRP will actually be good this year. No, wait, I'm just kidding. Clearly, it's never going to be. But no, I actually think this year we might actually have a consistent match review panel / tribunal, people dealing with the suspensions and stuff. Obviously, it's Michael Christian this year. It's going to be interesting to see. Probably the dangerous tackle will be overhauled, and we'll see how that goes down. And hopefully we don't see any superstars like Paddy Dangerfield suspended due to football acts as they are determining them and non-football acts. I'd rather see someone get suspended for just, I'd rather see someone get suspended for staging than someone for, you know, just absolutely putting on a heat of a tackle. And please, get rid of the gut punches, okay? We don't need it. Just don't hit blokes. Don't be a dickhead, okay? Seriously. All of you players out there, don't be dickheads. Don't hit anyone. It's not hard. But yes, I do think that we will get some sort of consistency with the match review panel this season, obviously because it is just run by one guy. So if he's making all the calls, he goes, well, I said this last time, I'm going to say the same thing this time. It just makes sense. Surely it's going to work that way. The next thing I'm going to predict for this year is that there is 0 chance that I'll actually attend more games this year than I did last year. This one's more of a me thing, but you know, I attended 18 out of Richmond's 25 games last year, 18 of a possible 19 in Melbourne, and there's no way I'm beating that. One year I will go for the full 22 home and away plus finals if we were to get there. But as for this season, it's probably unlikely I am going to beat that 18 game total I managed to rack up last year. Because obviously that would then involve me going to not only every single game in Melbourne. Last year the only one I missed out on was I was horribly crook on that night. Was the Richmond St Kilda game where we got flogged. Lucky me, I was sick that day. Suppose it must have spread to the team. But there's definitely something to be said about, you know, what. But I think there's no way I'm actually going to get to every game this year. But I would like to. I would like to give it a crack into all of the Melbourne games. I think I've done it before. I definitely haven't done it before, actually. But yeah, this is the first year I managed to get to every single one except for one. So we'll see how we go this year, but maybe not get that 18 target that I set last season, especially with the 3 finals involved. It means I have to go to 3 interstate games plus finals. No? It just means 1 interstate game plus finals. We'll see how we go. But yeah, that brings up a good point about, you know, whether or not you prefer watching the game at home or at the ground. Since about 2013, I've gone to at least 8 or 9 games per year. And I think the shift in my mentality was, you know, I think I was 17 at the time, and I was old enough. I was like, alright, look, I can either sit at home and watch the game on my telly, or I can actually be a part of it, go there, and go, hey, I'm going to enjoy it. Because for me, so many years, I was like, gee, it would have been great to be at that game. Would have been so good to be at that game. And last year, I was at every freaking one of them. Almost. But it was just one of those things where you're just like, this is so good to actually be at the ground and experiencing it all. And you know, you just feel like another part of the team. So I urge everyone, if you do like enjoy your sport, or, you know, enjoy your AFL, just go. You know, obviously, you know, make sure you're old enough to take care of yourself, but just go. Like most weeks I would go with mates, but you know, I probably last year, I think I went to the majority of the games by myself because people are unreliable. Get over it. Man up and go. Support the team. And the last prediction for this season's a pretty common one because we've seen it the last 2 seasons, is it's unpredictable. That is probably the greatest thing about our sport, is that there is so many sides that give themselves a chance to come from nothing to something. We saw it with the Bulldogs. They won the flag from 7th position. It had never been done before. Then last year we saw Richmond come from 13th to win the premiership. That had never been done before. Records will be broken, standards will be set, and teams will play unbelievable matches. Who knows, maybe next year, this year, we will see a Golden Point Grand Final. I don't know, I'm just saying. It could happen. We basically saw a Golden Point game last year, which is crazy. What does the season have in store for us this year? Wonder what's going on. But it's too good to predict. I cannot wait for it to get underway. The footy will begin on Thursday night. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys very soon. There'll be some vlogs. Footy vlogs returning this year. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe. You know, you gotta just do all the things. You gotta remember. I'll be there Thursday night going, get around the mighty tide. Where am I sitting actually? I don't know what it is. But I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Anyway, enjoy it. The footy is back again.